A young man called Narendra was asking the question again and again, who am I? And when he asked that, he knew, when he didn't know who he was, the nearest thing he can go to was that the only person who might know who I am is God, if there is such a thing as God. He didn't quite know whether he existed or not. So he set out on an adventure of a lifetime, which all of us should do. He did what any intellectual and rational and a sane human being would do. He went to every person he could meet, every wise person, and said, "Excuse me, have you seen God?" And most people said, everyone he met said, "No, I haven't. I'm looking forward to seeing him, but I haven't met him." He went from one wise man to another, and everybody realized how sincere this young man was. So when he asked them, "Have you seen God?" They said no. Finally he heard of a saint living in a very small hermitage on the east coast of India, near Calcutta, and he went to visit him. And this man was called Ramakrishna. When he arrived, he looked at this man who looked very dirty and wear very simple clothes, and his hair wasn't combed, and he looked totally unholy. And he went up, after the discourse, he went up to Ramakrishna and he said, "I have a question to ask you." And he said, "Do you believe in God?" And he said, "Yes, I do." "Have you seen him?" "Yes, I have." "Can you show him to me?" "Yes, I can." The power of Ramakrishna's words were born from a living experience. It wasn't from borrowed knowledge. It wasn't from borrowed hypothesis. It was so powerful that this man, Narendra, suddenly thought, here is somebody who seems to know. When he said to him, "Then please show me," Ramakrishna says, "Come with me." He took him for a walk outside his kutir to a river not very far from the house, and he said, "Let's go for a swim." And Narendra went with him for a swim in the river. As they were swimming, Ramakrishna went near him and pushed him down underwater and almost sat on him. And then with all his strength held this boy down. And this boy, after a few minutes, started struggling because there was no air down there. And as the boy tried to come up, Narendra, he held him down there, until the last moment, when Ramakrishna knew that this boy is going to die in the next few seconds if I don't bring him up. And finally, he pulled him up by his hair. And as he brought him up, Narendra was grasping for air so much, and he was gone all blue, like Krishna. And he said, "Narendra, when you were down there, what did you want the most in life? Did you want food, clothes, money, fame, fortune?" And he said, "No, no, no." He said, "You nearly killed me," he said. "The only thing I wanted was a little bit of air." And Ramakrishna said, "How much did you want it?" He said, "I wanted it more than anything else in the world." And Ramakrishna said, "When you want God that much, He will appear to you in this instant."